I am so excited to bring you this product and video today. I've been waiting so long to actually get this out to you guys, but I do apologize. I have to apologize in advance for the case of diarrhea you're gonna have at the end of it. That's because we're talking about the Dierya T83 mechanical keyboard. In your box, you get some paperwork over here, you get a keycap and a switch puller, because yes, this keyboard is hot swap. You get your detachable USB-C cable. You see, it's one of those ones with the little angle on the side, and then you have this bare USB over here. Really cool touches here. Now, before we dive into anything about the keyboard, which trust me, you're going to want to stick through this and see what this keyboard's packing, I got to share this with you. This keyboard is only 59 bucks. Okay. I want to start on the underside of the keyboard. Let me get a little bit of zoom right here, okay? Looking underneath the keyboard, you can see you have 2 levels of pop-out feet, rubber feet all the way around it, and you see they got that 1 foot in the middle here. I wish they put one up there. Now, you don't get any flex with the board, but just something I wish. Y'all know I love my rubber feet in the middle. Coming over here is what I really want to point out. You see you got that dongle? Well, you got 2.4 Bluetooth and wired. I'm going to say that again, okay? Let me bring it a little closer so you can see. 2.4 Bluetooth and wireless. USB-C connection on the left-hand side of the board. All right. I know what you guys are saying. Yo, Techne, go and get a swig of some Pepto-Bismol or something and tone this case of diarrhea down a little bit. But no, I'm not going to stop right there. Looking at the build of this keyboard, again, it is rugged. It is solid. You got that 75% layout. You got your shortcuts. You got your arrows. You got your media dial over here. And the build is just solid. Yes, the case is plastic. When you look in here, you can see a little bit of foam down in there, which we're going to talk about here shortly. You got double shot PBT put in keycaps. Now let's go and take a quick glance-a-roo at the RGB right here. Now I have one light on over there, just kind of give us a little natural type feel. You all know I keep my RGB at red. Now over here, you do get your shortcuts as far as like cap locks. You get your Windows lock and stuff right over here. Now underneath it, as you see, you also have that RGB going around the frame. Now, yes, you are seeing those individual LEDs right there. Could we nitpick that? I don't know, because again, your board's going to be sitting down like this and you're going to see it. Now, you can go down here, function, turn the RGB off, turn it on, change the RGB of that little effect going around it as far as colors, effects, anything like that. And then, of course, you can come up here and actually adjust your RGB on the keyboard. And it's really not too bad. And I say it's not too bad because no, it's not the brightest, the most vibrant RGB out there, but again, at this $59 price tag, guys, I think it's really doing it and it looks crisp. Me personally, I'd take my own keycaps and slap it over this and kind of reduce the RGB anyways, in my personal opinion. Now, there is one stinker about the RGB here. As you see, I got it set to red. I got it connected by the USB-C. We've got in USB-C mode and that stinking green light is showing. It's just a Razer keyboard, I believe it was, that we just covered, and it did the same thing. I forget which one that was. That's absolutely annoying. Now you come over here, function, hit that RGB off, and it goes off. But again, if you got your RGB on, whenever you run a USB-C, it's going to show you that it is charging. And speaking about charging, you get 12 hours of battery life with the RGB on, and then 30 hours of battery life with the RGB off. Now let's get to some of the juicy stuff on this keyboard. I want to go on and pop off some of our double shot PBT put in keycaps, really solid again right there. Now looking down over switches, as you see, we have the linear version here. Now the switches are MK or TMKBs. I've never heard of them before. I mean, they're fine, they're passable, they are slightly scratchy. I'm not sure if the mic could even pick that up, but again, this board is hot swap. So let's go and pop one of these switches out. Looking down at the PCB right here, yo, it's 5-pin. 5-pin PCB, so you're going to be able to fit just about any switch on it. And I'm not sure if you saw it while I was showing you that PCB. There's actually foam underneath the plate. Whenever I showed you the bottom down here, there's actually foam underneath the inside of the case as well. Now, I doubt you can see it in the camera, but the stabs are lubed, but they are very lightly lubed. Let's go on and get a sound test and I can stop talking about it, then you can actually hear it. Well, I already packed up all of my mouse pads for my upcoming move, so I'm gonna use one of my sound dampening foam things here, if that's okay. Now this keyboard is also gasket mounted. And you all have heard me say before, I don't like gasket mounted for gaming. I can't stand it because it's gonna flex down there. And again, it's just reducing that, relay for you pressing your switches. But I don't know if this is want to be a pro or a con. You don't really feel this being gasket mounted like some of the ones we've felt before. It's quite firm in there and you really don't feel any of the flex at all, even when you're typing. So for me, that's a pro. For you, if you're looking for a budget gasket mounted board, I think you might have to get in there and do a little bit of modding. As you're typing on it, you do not feel that flex. All right, so be honest with me. How many of you are sitting on a toilet with your phone, ordering this keyboard right now and swigging a bottle of Pepto-Bismol? Because y'all know we got a case of diarrhea after walking through that board. I mean, it is packing so much. Bluetooth, wireless, wired, solid build, PBT, put in keycaps. Features and functions packed on it. Nice layout. You got your little media dial up there. Gasket mounted, which needs some work. Hot swap with the 5-pin PCB. Holy smokes, guys. This is like such an awesome deal. I can't even express it right here. Is it the best keyboard you're gonna get? No, I'm not saying that. It's 59 bucks. If you ever wanted to dabble into the custom keyboard space, this is it. You get it, you take it apart, you dabble with it, you dabble with your switches, dabble with your stabs, play with it. You really got an open platform right here. There's one thing I hate, and I've stated it so many times about custom keyboards, hence the reason I don't cover custom keyboards that often, is they're too dang expensive. They are not consumer friendly. This is. And this is just a start. I haven't touched anything inside of this. This is out of the box. This keyboard is amazing. I gotta go to the bathroom now.